Hey guys, welcome to our video tip for this week. And this week I've just come back from DC and I had a pretty awesome time, but here's why. I always learn when I go overseas, and I learned this amazing detail that I wanted to share, and I actually couldn't wait to share it with you. So finally got some internet connection. I'm in a stable place and I'm going to share it with you. So in DC, I was at a place called Museum, which is a museum for all things news and digital, online or offline. And here's what caught my eye. In the 1960s, there was a presidential debate between Richard Nixon and John F. Kennedy. And here's the deal. For this debate, and I'm going to tell you why I'm telling you this, because it's going to resonate with you whether you're wanting to find your passion or monetize it. In this debate, Kennedy wanted to go on TV. Now remember, TV is a new medium, okay? No presidential candidate ever in history has trialed this new medium. It's the new go-to gig for the era, TV. And Kennedy, being a young guy, wants to go and, I'm happy to go and televise the live debate. Now, Nixon, on the other hand, he's not too sure. He's happy to just have the debate broadcast live on radio. And Kennedy's like, no, I want to go on TV. But because it's the new medium, it's the up-and-coming medium, it makes sense to televise it. So it gets televised, and here's what the results were. When people watched Kennedy on TV, they could have sworn, they said, that Kennedy won. When Nixon was heard on the radio, when the broadcast was heard on the radio, those who heard Nixon swore that Nixon won. But the candidacy was won by John Kennedy, and the rest is history. Now, I'm not saying that TV was the be-all and end-all, but TV was the new medium, and the person that jumped into it and embraced it quicker, better, more effectively, more efficiently was the person that won. The person that was a bit nervous, unsure, hesitant, doubtful, it showed. And so here's the thing. Maybe Kennedy was hesitant, doubtful, and withdrawn, but he didn't show it. He was willing to embrace change, even though he was unprepared, even though there was no one to coach him on, how to look or how to be. There was no presidential debate ever in history. So it was just unknown territory for both of them. But one person used the medium to change the course of his career, change the course of his career and the course of history and the culture and how America was led. So here's what I learned from that. Here's how my takeaway from it. I thought, so where am I not embracing in my role as knowing my passion, which is teaching and training, and how to monetize it, because you can only make an impact if you impact others by being able to impact your own life. Where am I holding back? Where am I withdrawing? And I realized that I don't do enough Facebook Lives. Here's the thing, it's a new platform in business. You're unsure, it's live. If you muck up, if you say the wrong thing, if your head's blowing in your face, if anything's in the elements is going wrong, you can't do anything about it. You can't stop, pause, edit, none of that's happening. It's live, you're on air, everyone's watching you on a social platform, and before you can delete it, people can share it. If you're quick enough, you can delete it. But the point is that Facebook Live was something to me, it was the TV as it was for Nixon. It was my TV as that real TV was for Nixon, right? So I thought, I've got to be a Kennedy in this. I got to actually do something that scares me, but while being scared, I need to take a step forward. Because trust me, when you're in business, something like Facebook Live, and not having the ability to edit, stop, start, replay, be off the cuff, it takes a bit of confidence. It takes a bit of just, I got this attitude. When you don't, even though you don't have it, even though you're trying to rack your mind, trying to just, be cool about it, you still have to go through it even though you're scared. So here's the thing, even though Kennedy may have been scared, I don't know him, even though Nixon may have been scared, one was more willing, and because of that willingness, he came across more confident, more trusting, more president-like. And obviously the medium that was winning the day was TV. So here's my invitation to you. Where do you feel in your business or in your career that you need to embrace change? Where do you need to shake things around, change things around? Here's the deal. If you're trying to find your passion and you're still trying to just send resumes out left, right, and center, thinking about, well, is that a good job or is that a good job? Is this a good job? And trying to mold yourself to what's outside, and you've done that for a while, you know it's not working, it's not doing much for you, you need to change. You need to change and do something different. So my advice to you would be reverse engineer that and look at, what are my skills? What are my talents? What did I enjoy doing as a kid? If you haven't gone to unboxyourgift.com, go and download the 7 steps to finding what you're good at, which includes those things like what are your passions, your hobbies, what you do as a kid, people and professions. That's what you need to look at to really identify what it is that really allows you to break free, that really allows you to step outside the box and claim your own identity and claim what your passion is. Conversely, if you've already realized what your passion is and you're ready to monetize it, whether as a side income or as a business, well, what do you need to do differently? How do you need to do things differently? What change do you need to embrace that you're too scared to do? Is it investing in something? Is it investing in yourself? Is it doing something differently? Is it learning a particular skill set? Is it changing your market? Is it being able to reevaluate your market? Is it looking into your product or your service and changing it, creating different streams of income? What needs to happen that you're scared of? And that scared, that what you are, whatever that scared is for you, on the other side is where the juice is. The other side of that scary is where the reward is. Now, the reward may not come straight away. When I'm doing Facebook Live, because trust me, it's a scary thing. Maybe you feel like that's nothing. For me, it's scary. We all have our different levels, right? Because it's raw, it's uncut, there I am. When we all do our own things, it's where the reward is on the other side. But Facebook Live, now the reward of that is not going to come to me straight away. But the reward and the personal transformation, that's what I'm after. Because if I can grow and challenge myself, then when the next challenge comes, I'll be more inclined to take the step just a little bit quicker rather than being a bit hesitant. And that's the same thing for you. Even though you might not get a direct ROI, return on investment, even though you might not get a direct return on what you're doing in terms of financially, emotionally, in relationships, whatever, career-wise, the fact that you are addressing a challenge and are willing to step into the challenge while being scared, that's where the growth is. And that's where the win comes, and that's how Kennedy won. He won because he was able to step into the fire, step into being scared, step into not knowing, and just still go past it. Whereas someone else was just scared, unsure, and allowed that to show. Now, wherever your politics, this is not about politics. Whichever you're for or against, it's not about that. It's about the person who was able to personally develop themselves, show personal leadership in the face of hesitation, personal leadership in the face of feeling more inclined to withdraw, personal leadership in the face of, I just don't have the answer how I'm going to do it. That's the key. And so I'm only demonstrating that in my own life, in my own passion, in my own monetization, in my own business, by sharing with you that my hesitation was the live stuff. It's like, I got no control, and that's scary, just like live TV is. It's scary. And so what's your scary? Big or small? Because in order for you to really get to the other side, you have to go through that. There's no other avenue, wish there was, but if there was, you wouldn't be having any kind of growth. So the growth for your passion comes by doing the scary, even though you're scared, because we're all scared. The growth comes in your business or creating a side income, even though you're scared, because we're all scared. So what is it for you? Find that out in yourself. And here's my invitation. I've opened up my calendar for 3 days now. For 3 days, my calendar is open for a specific person. If you are in the place where you are tired of your job, whether you are literally tired and you're determined and committed to finding what your passion is, and you're not just interested, you are like, I need to do it now. I need to find what I'm good at because I'm sick of going to one job to another job and liking it and then feeling lukewarm about it and then still one knowing that I've got more potential to tap into, but I don't know how to tap into that potential. If that speaks to you, then my invitation is to have a strategy session with me. And my 3 days that are coming up, 3 days that I've opened my calendar, all you've got to do is click on the link. Now, please, these sessions are not for everyone. Please only click and apply for a session if you are ready, if you are committed, if you're ready to move forward, even though it's scary. Because that's what change requires. That's what growth requires. That's what the other side of the scary requires. It requires you to have faith. It requires you to freaking just say, there's no other way. I've got to get something to do something different. I've got to find my passion. I've got to find what I'm good at because life is just too short. If you're at that place, then I'd love to talk to you. Click on the link below and have a strategy session with me. It's only for a short period of time, guys. It's not for everyone, and it's only for you if you're ready. Conversely, if you're in the type of person who's already found your passion and you're ready to monetize it, if you're ready to freaking find, is there a market for it? I mean, can I make money from it? How do I even start? What's step 1, step 2, step 3? How does it all happen? How do I get the passion that I have and monetize it? Then my invitation for you is for the next 3 days at the same time as the other guys is to book a time with me for a strategy session on how to monetize your passion. And it's only available for you if you are truly ready. Not kind of interested, kind of just kind of seeing how things are. Please leave the sessions open for those people because it's only limited for 3 days. Leave the sessions open for those who are really committed to self-development, personal leadership, and they want to jump into scary and get over it. But have someone coach them, mentor them, guide them, handhold them in that process to get over that. Because that's what you can get when you want to find your passion and be able to monetize it. So if that speaks to you, the link is below. Click a time that's available. Please only apply if you are serious, if you genuinely want to find your passion and monetize it. I would love to speak with you. If that speaks with you, if that resonates with you, if that's how you want to end 2016, because we're really towards the end, guys, seriously. If you're about to take action and you're trying to get to the other side of where you are, and you want to make 2017 just soar, you got to start now to build the groundwork so that 2017 can soar. Guys, that's what I wanted to share with you. What is your Kennedy? What are you going to do to embrace the change? What's scary, but you're still going to leap into? Mine was the live stuff. Mine was getting to Washington, D.C. seriously and doing things I never thought I'd do. Mine is going to San Diego in January and getting the mentoring and coaching that I need to get my business and my work to the next level. So we all get coached. We all have the scary stuff. We all need stuff that we need to resolve. And that's why I'm opening my calendar for 3 days for you if that's what you want to have the help to get you through. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I look forward to seeing you next week. And in fact, there's a webinar coming up soon, but more about that later. I'll see you guys soon. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. And remember to embrace what's the Kennedy that's going to get you from where you are to where you need to get to. Talk soon.